Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to go through how to create a canvas using tkinter and then how to move around an image on the canvas. So the first thing is that you need to have an image and it needs to be in GIF format. So Python can read other image formats like PNG or JPEG, but to do that you need to install a little bit of extra software, and probably it's easier in a lot of cases for you just to save your image as a GIF file. So I've used GIMP here, and I took an image from the internet of Sonic and then I've pasted him into GIMP, and then I went to export as and then just saved it as a GIF file to my desktop. So once I've saved that GIF file, I'll go into Python, create a new program, and this is going to be a tkinter program, so I'll type from tkinter import star, and then I always begin my tkinter program with tk equals capital T, tk. Okay, now the first thing is to load in the image, so I'm going to put tk dot and then give the image a name, so Sonic equals photo image, and then I write the location of the file. So in my case it's on my C drive, and it's on my desktop, and it's called sonic.gif. So I can just run the program now to test out that it can locate the file, because if I type the file name wrong I want to know about that as quickly as possible. So I call this sprite test. Just run that. Okay, and I didn't get an error, so that looks good. Okay, now I want to put that sprite onto a canvas. So first of all I need to make the canvas. I write canvas equals capital C canvas, and I can specify a width and height in pixels. So I'm going to use a 600 pixel square canvas like that. And then to put the canvas on the screen I write canvas.pack. Now if you run the program now, you'll see that your application window is a lot bigger because there is a canvas there. It just looks like a blank space at the moment because we haven't put anything on the canvas, but that's the next task. So now I want to put my Sonic image onto the canvas that I made here. So I do that by putting canvas.create image. I'll give it an x and y coordinate, maybe 100, 100, and then the image is tk.sonic. Let's test that. And there's my Sonic image on the canvas. Okay, now let's say that I want to make Sonic move to the right. Now what I need to do there is to do a little bit of movement every frame, right? So if you're a gamer, you already understand about frame rate. What we do is we change the graphics a little bit each time the screen is redrawn. So in order to do some animation in tkinter, we need to create what's called a function which executes on every frame. So we make a function by writing def, and then we give it a name. I'm just going to call it every frame, like this. And then every frame, what do I want to do? Well, I want to move that Sonic image 1 pixel to the right. So the first thing I need to do is to get a reference to the image. This is basically like a label which tkinter can use to locate the image. So I'll put Sonic ref, that's short for Sonic reference, like that. And now I can use Sonic ref to talk about that image. So if I want to move it, I put canvas.move Sonic ref. Now, first of all, I want to put the change on the x-axis, so I'm going to move it 1 pixel right on the x-axis and 0 pixels up or down on the y-axis. Now, to make that happen every frame, I write tk.after, and then I write the delay between frames. Now, I could put 20 milliseconds. Now, 20 milliseconds means that you're getting 50 frames a second, which is pretty good. Remember, Python is not made for the fastest gaming engines or anything like that. Or I could put a slower frame rate, which might make it a little bit easier to do debugging with or something like that. But it's up to you. I'm going to leave it at 20. So I write tk.after 20, every frame. So what this means is that after 20 milliseconds, I'm going to do every frame again, and every frame is just this bit of the program. So every 20 milliseconds, it's going to do that. Okay, now the last thing I have to do is actually say that I want to start doing every frame. So if I don't write that, then even though I've said what I want to happen every frame, I haven't started the timer ticking. So I do that so that it starts the timer. Now if I run my program, we can see that Sonic slowly glides to the right. Now if I wanted Sonic to move in the opposite direction, instead of putting 1 on the x-axis, I put -1. That's going to move him left. And if I want him to move a little bit faster, well, I don't increase the frame rate. The frame rate stays constant, but what I do is I move him a little bit more every frame. So if I change it from 1 to 2, then he's going to move to the right faster than before. It does look a little bit jerky. Let's say I change it to 5. Now he's going to move to the right quite quickly. Again, you can really see the jerkiness when he's moving fast. I could try and increase the frame rate, but to be honest, I think we're already at the limit of what tkinter can do. So tkinter is more designed for applications. It's not really designed for gaming. There is a really good Python module which is designed for gaming called Pygame, and later on we probably will have a look at Pygame and how to make stuff with Pygame. But again, it requires you to install a little bit of extra software, which is going to be difficult for some students. So I don't want to tackle that until we're back in school. Okay, so guys, I hope that helps get you started. There's loads you can do with tkinter, and you can create really nice applications. Like I say, it's more designed for sort of office type applications than games, but you can definitely create really nice apps with it.